Hello guys, and how are you? My name is Mahindo Bar, and welcome you to our 19th video of learning how to make mobile applications using Flutter. As you always do 40 minutes, and I've started my counter there. So today we're going to look at how we can accomplish the project that we've been doing, which is the simple diary book, where someone can create an account, someone can log in, and someone can be able to log out. People can be able to record their own diary stories in the application, and the application should be persistent in a way that if you close the application and you open it tomorrow, you should be able to find your data there. So that's what we're going to do. So after doing that, maybe we can see how we put the whole application to the next level, how you can send this data to internet, and maybe you can even use a different phone to resume your application. So something like that. So by doing such a kind of application, we should be able to put that knowledge together and modify that knowledge to do different ideas. So in the previous class, we stopped at the level where someone could open the application, and the application would load, and then the application will decide if someone is logged in or not logged in. If they're logged in, it will take them there to where you see there, and if they're not logged in, it will take them to to the main page. I mean to the login page of the login screen. So that's what we did yesterday. So today we're going to see how you can log out, and also maybe how you can change your password, and also how maybe you can also log in, because remember here we logged in after the registration. So that's what we're going to look at today. So without wasting much time, let's go straight into our business and start learning. So if you're new, or if this is the first time to watch these videos, I recommend you to take your time and watch the previous videos where we explain everything step by step without skipping anything, and so that you can be able to reach on this level. And if you're really good in Flutter, then this will not be necessary to watch the previous videos. You can still take it from here. Alright, let's go straight into today's business. So as you can see, I've already opened our application that we've been using to practice with, and I've opened the application here, and it takes me straight to the home page. So we're going to create a page where someone can be able to log out. Okay, so you see it takes me to the home page, means that it has automatically detected that I'm logged in and takes me to the home page. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to put here an icon on top here that will take you to the account screen. Okay, so in the account screen, that's where maybe we can put change password, that's where I can put update maybe my profile, and also log out. That's what we're going to do there. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go to the application of diary book, which is here, this one here. Okay, the diary book application, which is here. Okay, and then we're going to add here, we're going to add what? We're going to add an icon for the user account. Okay, so if you want to add something in the app bar here, you have to add, if you want to add something here in this section in the right left corner in the app bar, you'll have to come to the app bar and then put something called actions. So actions, it can take multiple things or multiple widgets. Okay, it can take a text, can take anything, just as long as a widget, and that will be in the very right corner. So you see I've added here the buttons. So if I save and update, you'll see I have these buttons here, right? This is just been suggested by Copilot, but I can remove those buttons, right? I can remove those buttons. All right, let me just remove one and I explain one. So this is icon actions. You just add actions in action bar, and then after we create what we call icon button. Icon button is a Flutter button. So this icon button, it will take on press method. Like if you press on it, what will it do? Okay, so I'll remove this, and then it has now the icon itself, which is an icon, and then it is a constant icon, which is having a user icon, person icon. So I can change this one maybe to person, okay, like this. Then you will see this one here. So I can go ahead and change that color of that icon to white. So I simply say color and make it white. After doing that, I save. So you'll see that white. I can also increase its size and make maybe its size to be like 30, so it can be a little bit bigger. So that is going to be our icon that will take us to the account. Okay, so when someone click here, we should take them to the icon, to the account. Okay, so if I want this back icon, if I don't want this back icon, for example, if you're an application, if you don't want this back icon, you can as well override it, okay, by putting here, I think, leading. So if you put leading, and then you'll be able to do what, to put your own icon that you want here in front here, right? So if you want to listen to this icon, you can just simply put leading and then put something that you want. So here, if you want to place something here, use leading. If you want to place something here, use what you call what? Use what you call actions, okay? So these actions can take multiple icons. You can add as many as you want, but always be considerate not to use the whole space here. All right, so now we want, when someone clicks here, we should take them to what? To the account, okay? To my account, go to the direct account. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to create a separate screen for the direct account. We can use this very screen. You can duplicate this one, and then we use this very one, okay? So I can just simply come here and then come to where there is diary home. I'll just copy it and paste it, and this one is going to be number 5, okay? So we're number 5, we're going to make this one number 5, and call this one app diary, maybe account, like this account. Okay, so this is going to be this way. We're going to put the account things. I'll come here and copy this word and press Ctrl F and press Alt and Enter, and then I change this word to app diary account screen. Okay, account screen, like this. So I will come here and change this title to what? To my account. Okay, like this. And then I'll come and remove this leading icon. Okay, and then I can also maybe remove this these actions. Okay, I can remove them, but you can use them if you want to. So after doing that, I'm going to do what? I'm going to connect now this screen, that in case someone clicks on this account, it should be taking this screen. So to do that, I'll come to this home screen, okay, home screen, and then come to where there is a button of what? Of the account. So here I'll just simply put our navigation to, and put push, and then after push, and then open, put context, put builder, and then put the navigation that will take you to the what? To the diary account screen. Press Alt and Enter so it can be imported. So that is good. So when I save and update the app, so when I click here, it takes me to my account. So it's the account, okay? So I can change the color of the icon. If I want to change this color of icon only, there is, if you come to app bar, there is something called icon theme. Icon theme, it takes what you call icon theme class, and then that icon theme class, you can use it to modify the color of this icon, and you can use even to do multiple things, okay? Like opacity, changing that icon size, so like that. So I'm just going to change this color of this icon to be white so it can be consistent. So there we go. Now I want to put here things that so when I click here, I go back. When I click here, I go back. When I click here, I'm on home page. All right, so I want to put here a list of things that a user may need. So I'm going to come here to the home here, of course this home, and then I put for example single scroll view, okay, widget, and then I put also a list view. Okay, you can put maybe for example a column, okay. So inside this column we're going to put multiple things. So we're going to put their children, and then you put list style, and then the first list style can be, for example, change name. Okay, for example, change name. So leading, it can be update profile, for example, update profile. Let me remove this trailing. Update profile like this. Okay, and I save. Update profile, update my profile, something like that. So when someone comes here, I should be able to click here, and then they should be able to update their profile. Maybe that can be a homework for you. I want to come here and put also change password. Change password. All right, so this can change this be update profile, and then this one be change password. So maybe I can put here something like a key, something that can make sense. Okay, then lastly we can put something like logout now. Logout, so you come here and put log out. All right, so that is logout for us. Then I can put the relevant thing out. Okay, logout. So I can change the color of this icon to be red just for the danger. All right, so there you go. So I want to put now the listener here. When someone clicks here, they should be logging out. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. So we'll come and put here. We can run here a lot of warnings, but they have no issues. So I'm going to come here and put what on top listener, and then I want to be able to do what, to log out someone. So to log out someone, so this now when someone clicks here, we want the app to log them out, this one here. All right, okay, so let's go ahead and do that logic. We can just simply create a function for logging out, logout function. All right, so press Alt and enter to create that method. All right, okay, so to log out is just simply to delete all the users who are logged in, right? So you remember we have our model here. We just check if there's any user there to tell if someone is logged in, this logged in user model. So we're just going to be able to just delete all the users who are logged in. So we then redirect someone to the what? The login screen. By doing like that, we should consider this person to be logged out. All right, let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and do that. So how do we delete? So we're going to come here to log out screen, and then write a method that will delete everything. Okay, delete everything. So how shall we do that? So you can just simply come, for example, you just copy the method of saving. All right, where is it? The method of saving, this one here. We're going just to modify a few things there. Or can use the method of selecting. All of them, they can, I think, work. Let's reduplicate the method of what? Of selecting. All right, it can be anything. Okay, let me just duplicate this guy. Okay, all right, so I'll just come and duplicate the save method, and then I can just call this one delete all. Okay, this delete all. So it's going to be a way to initialize the database, initialize the table. After initializing the table, so instead of db insert, we're just going to say db dot delete. Okay, so delete, we just pass the what, the column name. So if you want to delete specific things, you can as well put here the where and then specify. But here just db delete. So everything that is in this table of logged in users should be what? Should be deleted. Okay, so if we wait and see there is nothing that comes as a response, then you know that everything has been deleted. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and now call this method. You see, it's just simple and straightforward. If you pause the video, you can understand it. All right, let's go ahead and call this method. So when you're logging out, you just simply say await. So we have to add the async. Then say logged in user dot what? I mean logged in user model dot what? dot log out dot delete all, like this. So it's not static. Let's make it static. So you can wait for the response to see if it was deleted successfully or not, but I believe it is deleted. It has deleted successfully for that sake. So after deleting successfully, we want to remove the user up to the back to the login screen, right? So I'm going to tell you a problem. I'll tell you a problem, all right, and we will see how we solve it. So we're going to navigate. Let me just go and copy this navigation method from here. So we're going to navigate back to the login to the login screen after registration here, right? So after logging out the user, we'll go ahead and do it and navigate to the login screen. Okay, so it will be navigator dot push, just like the way you're doing it, and then you put material and then app diary, then we put this person to the login screen. So what's the name of the login screen? So I'll come here and get the name of login screen, or we can push the user back to the landing screen so the application can redirect him again. Okay, the application diary landing screen. So I'm just sending the user back to the landing screen. So if you're still logged in, the application will bring them back to home. If they're not logged in, it will redirect them and take them to to the main screen. I mean the login screen. All right. So it's going to be push and then push here. Okay. Why is context not found? Okay. I think it is outside the method. All right. Let me see. All right. Let me just be receiving here context. All right, so I'll just press here Alt and enter. All right, so let me explain this. So when someone clicks on this logout method, I mean logout user interface, we call the the logout screen, the logout. So this logout is just giving it a context, so for the purpose of navigation. So after calling the logout, what we do, we wait and delete all the users who are logged in, and I've elaborated to you that how we can write the method that can delete all the users that are logged in. After deleting them, then we redirect the user and take him to the to the main screen. So that main screen will check if someone is still logged in, it will let them go. If they are not logged in, it will take them back to to the login screen. Okay, so I hope that's understandable. Okay, I hope members that's understandable, and I hope you're not confused yet. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. So when I click on logout, let me first update. After I click on logout, you see it logs me out and takes me to the login the login screen. That's beautiful. Okay, and it means that even if I go back, I should be able to see. That's the challenge that I was talking about. I'm going to explain it. So when I come here to the application, the diary, it takes me to the to the login screen. So let's go ahead and try to register again. Sekule Swale, username is Kule, password 123456. Register. The person is registered successfully. If we go back to the home page here, to the main app here, and I click again on the app, it takes me to the application home page without taking me back to the login screen. So if I click on logout, it will load and take me to the to the login, to the registration page. But here there is a challenge that we've not seen. The challenge is if I click back, it takes me back to that screen, it takes me back to the login screen, yet I've already logged out. So we want, like, when you click on logout, it should not take you back to this section. Okay, so we're going to discuss how we can solve that problem. So before we discuss how to solve that problem, let us first finish this problem of login. Okay, so we want now to log in the user. Remember, we have been working with the registration. Now we want to log in the user. All right, so it's going to be very simple because we have already worked on the on the registration, and this registration is doing almost everything. So we're going just to get some piece of code from this registration and then implement it in the login screen. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. So what we're going to do, we're going to let's first look at the registration screen. Registration screen, what was doing, it was let's come to the registration screen. So registration screen, it was registering the user. After registering the user, it gets the user from the database, you see, okay, using that username, and then logs them in. Okay, so it means that yesterday we covered even the the login logic. All what you need is just to implement it also in the in the login screen here. All right, let's go ahead and do that. So what shall we do? What we'll do, we'll go ahead and let's go ahead to go to the login screen. The login screen is here. Login screen, where is it? It is here. Okay, so we are going to collect the username and password. So you can as well come here and create two strings, okay, that will be used to collect the username and password. So I'll come and create the first string and call it username, and then create the second string and call it password. All right, so I want to come here now to this username, and I put on change listener. So in this username change, I collect the username, and then after I also put the same listener to the password. All right, so now when someone clicks on the login button, where is it? It is here. It will first validate and make sure that all the login fields are filled. After validating and making sure that all the login fields are filled, the next thing, it will go ahead and now and try to log in the user. So you can remove this, can remove this. Okay, so this is the place where we'll be logging in the user right here. So I'll go ahead and put okay, like this. Okay, so when I try to log in, now it is at this point where it is trying to log in now. All right, now let's go ahead and do the logic of logging in. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to first get the user by the username that has been provided. Okay, we already did that one yesterday, but we can do it again. Okay, so we're going to say a list of what? A list of user model, and then we say maybe users equals to, then we say users dot what dot get items. Remember we wrote this function yesterday, and it can accept a where. Okay, so we put where, so we put here a where, and we put where username equals to, and then you pass the what, the username. So it's supposed to be await, and then this method has to be asynchronous, this one here. All right, so after validating, we're trying to get the users. Okay, so we check first, did we get back any user? If we got back any user, then it means that at least, okay, the user with that account is there. If we did not get back any user, we display the message that user account not found. Okay, so we'll just first go ahead and we'll go ahead and do what, and check if users is empty, we can create a toast, or we can display an error message. Okay, so this is our simple toast that we have in a system. We say user not found. All right, so if it's empty, I can just say user account not found, like this. All right, and then we immediately return. All right, okay, let's go ahead and do that. Tick, 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 tick. Put there some garbage. Try to log in. You see, user account not found. You can go ahead and do the other logic of displaying the error message like what we did. Let's go ahead and do it. I can come here to the registrar screen, and then copy this error message. Okay, let's go ahead and create that variable here, and then do the other logic of checking if the error message is empty or not. So this is the logic. I'll just copy the logic which checks if the error message is there or not. I'll copy it. After copying it, I'll come and put it here after before the word before login button. So here having username, have login. All right, I'll just simply come here after the password. I put that method that is checking if the user is logged in or not. All right, I'll change this widget to stateful widget. I'll just simply come here to this main screen, to this top here, and press Alt and Enter. Okay, Alt and Enter. Then it will say convert widget to stateful, so I can be able to change the state. I'll go ahead and do that. So after doing that, I'll go ahead and now implement the error messaging. Okay, error messages. So I'll check here. Where are we? I'll come here and check. If it's empty, I'll set the error message to be user not found, and then I make sure that I do what? I do set state. Okay, so it can be updated. So here, when someone comes for the first time, I first clean the message and make it independent. All right, so there we go. Let's go ahead and put the wrong information. And then password, submit. You see, user account not found. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Try to log in again, user account not found. That is beautiful. Okay, so I hope no one is confused at this point. I hope you're getting the concepts. So if the user is found, let us go ahead and put the correct username. For example, Bebe. Click. You see, at least the user account is there. All right, at least the user account is there. So now the next thing we have to do is to check if the passwords are correct. Okay, check if the passwords are correct. So since we saved our password in 2 straight strings, so we're going to use the equal signs. So we'll just go ahead and say if user dot first and then dot password is not equal to the password that I has provided. Okay, in the screen, I'll go ahead and set the error message and say wrong password. Okay, invalid password. You see, the error message is invalid password, and then we make a toast and then return immediately. All right, there we go. So I save. Let me go ahead and click again on login. You'll see. Let me update. Click on login. You'll see invalid password. So it means that the account was found, but the password is not correct. So if I try to change here the account that does not exist, you'll see user account not found. And I try to put the correct account of the account that exists, you'll see invalid password. So that is very good. Now let's go ahead and put the correct password. 1 2 3 4 5 6. I hope that's it. You'll see invalid password still. Let us put Kule and then put the password. You'll see invalid password. Oh, why not? Let's see what are they using to compare. So let's go ahead and try to make a test again. Invalid password 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then what password is being saved in the database? Let's go ahead and display it also. The password that is in the database. All right. Save. Click again, login. So in the database, password is literally not being saved. You see, in the database you don't have a password there. So I don't know what could be causing that. Let's go ahead and make sure that the password is being put in the JSON that is being saved. So if you come here to the JSON, from JSON, you see, from JSON we don't have password. So I have to also collect the password. I think that's the problem. And then to JSON we have the password there. I think, yeah, that was the problem. We are not getting the password from the from the JSON that was provided, right? Let's go ahead and try to log in. Now you see everything is all right. Okay, everything is all right. So there we go. Okay, there we go. When you put a wrong one, wrong password, then put a correct one, everything is okay. So I hope you're on the same page. Now, after making sure that everything is okay, then next thing we're going to log in the user. So to log in the user, you know what we did? We just simply create a copy of this user and save it in the logged in user model. let's go ahead and copy just something like that we did here. This one here, this is what we do. Okay, so I'll just simply copy this. All right, so I'll come and put it here. So yes, please let me come. I'm in a meeting, So we will talk after. So you'll not look for me when you go. All right, so here this is the logged in user. We create a new logged in user instance, and then we copy the user who has just been collected from the database and the user that has been verified. We copy their first name, we copy their username, we just copy them and create for them another thing for the logged in user. And then after, we go ahead and save this user, right? We save this user. I just simply put here a string of results to check if this user was saved successfully. And then after, we go ahead and check if the response is not empty. We say that something went wrong, okay? And then if the response is empty, we know that everything was okay. Then after saving that logged in user, we'll go ahead and do what? And navigate the user to the what? To the home page. But it will let us go ahead and take this user what? To the main screen. So the main screen to the app diary splash screen, landing screen. So that the landing screen should be just the only one responsible to check was the person really logged in, and then it moves them either to the login page or to the home page. So I can do this one here. I come and also do it here. All right. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, so I hope this is very well explained, and I hope you have understood what we are trying to do here. All right, so after doing that, let's go ahead and now try to log in the user. So I put the wrong password. Invalid. Put the correct one. See, it takes me to this landing screen. User logged in successfully, and it takes me to who? The home screen. So you can see that how it is very nice, but we have a small challenge. We have a single challenge, just a small challenge, which is if I click back, I'm just taken back to the what? The landing screen, and I don't know what to do next. And then if I click back, I'm being taken back to the login screen. That is so bad. Okay, what, like if you click back, then you shouldn't be the log. You shouldn't see again the login screen, and I shouldn't see again the what? The landing screen. Okay, so that's what you're going to solve right now. So Flutter has that navigation called it's called what? Remove until. Okay, so the remove until named, it's called remove until named. That remove until named, it helps you not to go back again to the what? To the screen that was that you don't want to go back to. Okay, it helps you not to go back to the screen that you don't want. Okay, so but to achieve that, your route or your screen must be registered. It is called push named and remove until. Then you specify what you want to remove, and then it takes you to the route that you want to go to. So to achieve that, your routes must be what? Must be named. Okay, they must be named. So you have to name your routes in the main function, so that when you push, you can say, I want to remove everything in the history until this particular space or until this particular route. So it will help not to allow you again. You see, like when I'm clicking here back, I'm again saying this thing. So it will help solve that problem. Okay, so we're going to name some few routes. Okay, we're going to name some of these few routes, so that we should be able to achieve that solution of not going back to the screen that we don't want to go back to. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. So to do that, we are going to come here to the home screen, to the main menu, okay, and then you come to this material app. So this material app, it takes the names of the routes. It has a place where you can give the names of the route. So let's go ahead and give it some names. So you just simply come here and say routes. So this route, it takes just a name of the route and the screen or the page where it has to go to. All right, so in this we're going to just simply come here. I'm repeating it. You just simply come to the main, and then you start saying routes, and then you open a JSON or a curly bracket, and then start giving the value, the colon, and with the value, the colon and the value. So something like this. So like this, we'll be able to navigate to different screen by calling their names. So like here, you can just simply name, like if I go to /, it should go to the home screen, and this is the most recommended way. You can even name multiple things to mean the same thing. So if I go to the home, it should be able to do what? To give me the same home screen, something like that. It is also acceptable. So let me go ahead and copy this and then put it here. Let's run our application. All right, so we're going to name a few things. We're going to name very important things. Among the things that we're going to name this home page of the diary book. What is it saying again? Okay, what is this saying? Let's see. If the home property is specified, the routes. Okay. They're saying that if the home property is specified, this one. All right, yeah, so that's how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to specify the home if you're going to give this. All right, so yeah, I think that's makes sense. So you have to remove this home property, right? You have to comment it. So Flutter will automatically know that the / means your home. So I can go ahead and specify the remaining routes. So among the important routes that I want to specify, I can specify the login screen. I can specify anything that you want, right? So I can come here and specify the home, the landing of the app. So what I do, if I don't want to repeat myself, if I want to be able to recall without repeating yourself, or to update your application, so you can just simply put here a static string, constant string, and I call it, for example, route name. Okay, route name. So this route name, you can give it. So you see, I'm in here, the landing screen. Okay, I want to create something that is only in a single place, that I should not repeat myself. Okay, so I come here just to this and say static constant string, and then I call this guy route name. Others call it a tag. Okay, so that becomes a unique identification of that screen. Okay, so I can just call this one app landing. I just copy the name of this class and I put it here, so that it should also be unique in that way. You can even remove this /, so that when I want to navigate to this screen, I'll just be calling this screen and then put .tag, then to substitute it with this one. So this one makes it efficient for you, like in a way that if you want to update the system, you just update only one place. Okay, so I'm just going to use this tag and then come to our routes. So it is static and public. Okay, so I'm going to come to our routes here, and then I put, for example, I want to register this app diary landing, the landing of the diary. So it's going to be app diary landing .tag, right? .tag, like this, and then I go ahead and put and import the app diary. So what does this mean? It means that the name of this tag, of this screen, will be substituted here, and then I do the remaining thing of calling this diary screen. So this one will help me to just be calling this and then say .tag, and then it automatically calls this screen. So you can register as many screens as you want, so that you can be able to call them by by names. So let us go ahead and register other screens. Our time is up, but you can give me like more 3 minutes to finish registering these other 3 screens. So you can register the register screen, you can register the login screen, you can register as many screens as you want. For example, let me show you how you can register the login screen. So register the login screen, you just simply come here and get this login, and you do the method that I've just shown you. Come here and put public static, a static final constant, is it? Final constant, is it that allowed? Okay, final string, a static constant string, and then call it a tag, and then give it this app name like this. Then after, come and register it in the home main. So I'll just simply come here and then call this app login screen dot tag. I come and import it, the tag, and come and import it, and then go ahead and put colon and then put context and then register here. So by doing like that, we'll be able to call these things by by names. All right, so now if I want to go to the diary app, there are different ways of now I can go there once I've registered this. So if I want to go to the diary app, I'll come to our home screen here. I'll come this home screen here, and then instead of calling the diary app like this, I can just simply delete this and then put navigator dot push named. So when you say push named, you just simply pass the constant and then put the name of an app that you want to go to. So which is going to be diary landing screen dot tag. So since we have registered this named this tag, this application, it will automatically call this guy here. So when I save and I click here, you'll see it takes me to the landing screen. So this makes things much more clear and clean. Okay, and now let us now finalize by achieving this problem that we saw, that what is that? That if I click on supposed to go to account. Where are we? Sorry, this is the wrong thing. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so I've put this thing in the wrong place. This for the account. This for the account. I was supposed to put it in the home screen. Wait, go back. You see that problem of going back and things keep on opening? That's what we want to solve. So I'll come here to the home screen, our main home screen. Okay, now where there's a diary app. So I'll remove this and put the name, since the diary app now has the name. Okay, so push named, and then you pass the context and then the app name. Okay, the screen name. So you see, by doing like this, I'll just simply click here and it takes me to the screen. Now you see this problem that we faced here, that if you log out, you see I've logged out, but when I click again back, I go back again to the application, yet I've already logged out. That's what we want to solve. All right, so to solve that, your screen should be registered. Okay, so after registering those routes, so I'm going to go to where there is logout. Of course, the logout is here. The logout is in the logout is here, and then I'll just simply you see here where there is push. So I'll just remove this push. This is where the logout is, and then I put navigator.push named and remove until this is the Flutter function. It's called push named and remove until. Then you put the context, and then you put the tag that is already named, or the screen that is already registered in the routes, and then you put here something like false. I don't know what the meaning of that false. So by doing like this, put remove until, the application will remove the history of everything until this particular route that you've specified here. Then you'll have solved the problem of going back. let's go ahead and test that, and then we have our break. So when I click on logout, so it has logged out. So if I go back, you'll see it is going back, but it cannot take me to the what? To the application. So if I want, like when I log out, it should take me to the main screen of the application. So I can just simply put here, and then I say until what? Until home, like this. Then it will take you to the what? To the home page. So if I want it to be taking me back to this learning screen, I'll just simply do it like that. So let's compile for the last time and test it for the very last time, and then we have our short break. So we go to our application. There we go. So, and I click on login, and then password 4321. Sorry, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Login. Successfully logged in. Now, when I go back, you'll see I cannot go back to the other thing of. Okay, so also here on the login screen, you have to do also the push until. Okay. Now, when I try to log out, it has taken me to the login screen. When I go back, I cannot see again the other words of logout. So at least we have achieved that, okay? So let's go and have a short break, and then when you come back, we should be able to finish that navigation problem. But I hope you are getting the concept. We should be able to finish that navigation issue, and then we proceed with the what? With the application. Alright, we're going to have a 5 minutes break. So 3:10, we should be coming back for the last session, unless there is a question that needs clarity. Any question, guys?